Never underestimate the power of simplicity, especially when it comes to celebrations. I think that sometimes we can just make things so much bigger than they need to be, causing us unneeded stress. And then, therefore, it just takes up so much space in our minds. And I want to encourage you today to think of how to simplify, especially this time of year, that so many of us tend to get very stressed about. So it's Thanksgiving week, and usually this is the week that my youngest has her birthday, and so, of course, we celebrated. And now it's time to just prepare the home to basically get ready for Thanksgiving. And I also like to spend this time getting things ready for the winter season and just the Christmas season. And I really don't have decorations for Thanksgiving, so to speak, but it's just a time that I enjoy making the home very nice and cozy and just comfortable for everybody who is going to be in it and all of the company that we're going to have. And so that's what I'm going to focus on today, just getting things reset. That way I can be ready to decorate for the holidays and just enjoy this time. But above all, to me, it's just about keeping things simple, and that is going to make for a much more enjoyable time for everyone around me. I have a little bit of time. I have about an hour right now, and I want to straighten things up, clean some things up. We just have a lot to do. It's Thanksgiving week, so we have company coming, of course, but just to, do the basic things that need to be done today will be great. I think that I will be able to rest a little easy after certain things are done. The dogs just really like to curl up together because it's kind of cold. It's chilly, so they keep one another warm, which is nice. Anyway, we've had some carpet issues, so we've been taking the carpet cleaner out from time to time. We are in the process, I know, we see dogs over here in the carpeted area. Well, we have had a couple of accidents with them, but it was near the door. And I think that happened because we didn't have a way for them to get out at the time. So now that there's a doggy door installed, I haven't seen any accidents in here. And as you know from the past videos, I had this gate all the way across here, just keeping them contained in the kitchen. So my dogs have always shown, just bad behavior on carpets for whatever reason. And, if we had rugs or anything like that. And then it seemed like the same thing happened if they escaped from the contained area at any point in time here. But since that door has been installed and since we opened this up for them just to see how it would work out, so far we haven't had any accidents. So that's a really great sign, but we were just thinking, we would give them this area, and they seem to be a lot happier with that as well. So anyway, this accident that I was cleaning up was somebody had spilt some juice in here, which, there's not supposed to be any drinks or anything in here, but somebody spilled some drinks. So I've been trying to get up that juice stain. The next thing I'm going to use on it is going to be some OxyClean. But I wanted to just, pull up what I could, and then as it's damp, I want to sprinkle some of that on there. So yeah, today's just going to be about getting everything in order and put away in the house. We've also been watching movies out here, so we have this big screen out here with the projector. But I would like that put away too. Just, we're going to get ready to have company. My brother and my sister-in-law are coming. They are going to be staying in the guest room. I think whoever's coming of Jorge's family, they will just be here for the day. And so we don't really have to, have accommodations for extra bedding, at least at this point in time. I don't know of anybody else staying with us. My dad and my stepmom, my baby sister, they live in Utah, so they're pretty close, like maybe 30, 35 minutes away from us, so they're not going to need a place to stay. And because we're going to be having a lot of weather within this week, it's unlikely that my mom will be able to make it to Thanksgiving dinner, unfortunately. She doesn't want to drive in that, and I understand, and like my son's not going to be able to be here. My mother-in-law's not going to be able to be here. We did invite our neighbors to Thanksgiving dinner just because they won't have their family with them this year, and they have a lot of family, but he was telling me that they get on a schedule where every other year they get to enjoy their family because on the off years they go to their in-laws, all of their kids do. So anyway, what I want to do is just for the next hour focus on tidying things up, cleaning things up. We have gingerbread houses to make this week. I did get a Christmas tree up, actually 2. I'll show you those real fast. So I have this Christmas tree up. I did this on, what day was it? Sunday night. I had my husband bring the Christmas trees in, and when I was in Vegas last week, I was able to get the 2 Christmas trees that we had left at my mom's in her garage. And so it just feels good to have this one done. I was thinking I would film it and everything of, decorating it, but just some things came up and it just didn't work out that way. So anyway, we're thinking we're going to have 3 Christmas trees this year. Kind of crazy, I know. But here's the thing. I have the 2 artificial ones already. So I did put that one that I was sharing with all of you that I would like downstairs. We do have that one set up. I didn't decorate it yet or anything. I might have the kids help me decorate that. But I also wanted to decorate the real one together. When we get a real one, it's just not going to be right away. So anyway, here's the Christmas tree. It's in the front window, and I love that. I always love a Christmas tree in the front window. So to get this done was really nice. The garland that I purchased last year did not make it. Let's just say that. Every time I'm trying to mess around with it, it just sheds, basically. And that's because somebody didn't put it away. And it was left out in the sun, in the Las Vegas sun, nonetheless. So I would say it really deteriorated. It has a horrible smell to it, so I just ended up throwing it away. I'm not even going to try to salvage it. I'm a little sad about that, but I'll probably be able just to cut some sprigs off of some of the foliage that we have outside anyway, and focus on using something natural and just, go that route. And I'm really trying not to basically purchase new things this year, I would just like to see if we could use what we have, although I feel like I've used all of my ornaments at this point. I went through this whole decluttering phase last year, and so, or was it at the beginning of this year? I don't know. I just went through a whole decluttering phase, just keeping the things that I really loved, and now we have all of these different spaces in the house that we would like to have our Christmas tree. And I was even a huge advocate for just having one tree, but it's like when you have a lot more space in your home and you you like to enjoy your home in different places, especially living spaces, then that might change. And as long as you have, the ability to be able to store those items and it's not overwhelming or anything like that, don't think that I'm sitting here telling you shouldn't do that. It's just, we go through different seasons. So right now I'm in a season of, I have all this extra storage space. I have the things that we already have, which is great. But now this might be the first, if we do get one, this would be the first year that we actually have a real Christmas tree. So I'm excited to bring in a real one this year to get to enjoy the scent of a real Christmas tree. There's nothing like it. So the reason why I wanted this one in here, though, was because it's an artificial tree. I like to keep it on all through the night, just, whenever I get up or anything, I want to just be able to see the lights on and for it to be in the front of the house. So that's why I have this one in here. Now, I will say a lot of these from this part up, those are the ones that came with the pre-lit tree. The rest, I had to have some extra lights, and they said that they were warm white, but if you can see, they're not really that warm in comparison to those. But I did have a strand that, as you can see, it's woven throughout. That is more in tune with the warm white that I like. So just really weird. It's going to be a weird decor season for me. Let's just say that, because I don't want to go all out. I don't want to focus so heavily on this. I just want to use what we have, see what we can get by with, and then who knows what we will do with our real tree. I had icicles, but because all of the decorations were left out in Vegas over this past year, a lot of them got ruined. So because of that, I just threw away a box of icicles because they were all warped and they looked really bad. There was no salvaging them, and so we threw those away. So anyway, that's my decor story with all of this. But yeah, I just want to, bring the vacuum in here, vacuum up all this stuff, just get things going the way that it needs to go. I didn't even make my bed yet today because I want to change the sheets out. I'm going to change the sheets out in the guest bedroom. I need to wash everything because we had a friend stay with us this past week. So just, things to do, but I should probably stop yapping and start cleaning. I love big transformations, but I have to say that the reason why I enjoy cleaning so much is because I don't have a lot to have to move around to be able to get to the point of cleaning. Tidying up isn't cleaning. Having to put things away and all of that. The wiping, the vacuuming, all of those kind of tasks, those are the cleaning tasks, the scrubbing, all of that. And who doesn't like something that is clean and ready to use? So I enjoy this so much because it's like it's almost done. And if I can make that process so much easier on myself, I will. And the way that I do that is by not having a lot of stuff, not having a lot of things on top of things, a lot of counter clutter, a lot of just things on a table to have to move around. Now, I still enjoy a tablecloth. I still enjoy different layers for things. But having so much stuff that it's what actually takes up the majority of your time before you can get to the point of cleaning the things that you already have, that is where you run into many not enjoying the process because it's what takes the most time. This is something that my Grammy told me a long time ago, is that the majority of your time is spent on tidying things up and putting everything away. And that is so true, especially when you have children. But sometimes it's when you don't have children. It just depends on basically your clutter cap and what you are okay with having around. But I would encourage you to check in on that clutter cap that you have. Is it your cap? Do you feel like you've gone above what you can manage? If you have, then it's just time to take stock of that and to reconsider how much you have around you, how much you want to spend time putting things away or finding a home for it, or whatever the case may be. Now, looking at this, I can see that I still don't have my pink depression glass out yet. My reason for that is because I've been considering painting this set, my Grammy's table and hutch. I've been considering it because I really don't love the color of it and I don't feel that it suits me very well, but I'm just thinking about what color would I want it to be. So those are things that have been on my mind, and why take out all of the glass if I'm going to be putting it away just to be able to paint it sometime soon. So for myself, that's just, nothing is lost in not having all of my pink depression glass out, especially since we haven't been using that recently. I've been using a lot of the newer things that came with this house, or new to me, but those pieces that came with the house, and I've been enjoying that. I actually found some beautiful gold chargers in one of the cabinets that I look forward to breaking out this Thanksgiving and using that for one of the layers to my Thanksgiving table. I have been very busy today, so I want to share with you everything that I did, my plans moving forward. You know me, I love to rearrange, and usually around a change of season or if a holiday is coming up, I will definitely do that. So things haven't felt like they have been, the space hasn't been utilized the best, and we move things around a lot when we're in here. So I was just thinking about that, especially when it comes to us having our family movie nights. We've actually been having them up here, and I don't know. we just tend to be up here most of the time, probably because it's close to the kitchen, you know, just all of that. So let me share with you what I did. I brought up that occasional table that I was using downstairs in the entertainment room by the door that had the mirror over it. I put that right there so that I could put plants, a couple of pictures up there. Now I brought this coffee table back up here. I don't know, for whatever reason, I just wasn't really loving that oval coffee table in here. For whatever reason, I don't know why. So I have that up here now. And this picture, this painting that I had downstairs, I'm going to bring back down there. I think I showed you the wreath. I had a wreath above this fireplace. The problem with that, though, it's plastic. It was getting really hot, and I'm concerned about the same thing, especially for this picture above the fireplace. This right here lets out a lot of heat, so I don't like that idea, especially with paper right above it from the back. So I'm just going to take that down. At this point, I don't know if I'll put anything up there. We will just have to see, but it is concerning to me that, you know, anything up there would be getting hot. So I ended up kind of simplifying everything around here. I don't like seeing a lot of stuff on the hearth. So I took all of that down. I still need to vacuum all of the stuff up there, but I ended up putting all of the firewood in this. I ended up putting the firewood in this metal. It might be a magazine holder. I'm not sure, but my mom gave it to me, and that's what it was for. And then I took the big plant out of this basket to have a place to corral all those things that we need for the fireplace. So the other thing I'm thinking is just to get another little basket or something for all of those things and to put all the wood inside of here, just standing up. I think that might be a better solution, and we might end up using this somewhere else. I'm not exactly sure where, but I just think that I can condense all of this even more and it not to be what, you know, really draws the attention, us being able to have a little bit more space over here. Anyway, that's just something I've been thinking about. So I'm taking that back downstairs, but then over here I brought in another chair, the one that I had by the Christmas tree in the front room. So I was thinking that since we use this room so much, just having both of the recliners in here, it might feel a little stuffy, but these chairs are so much more comfortable than the other chairs that we had in here for TV viewing, you know, movie watching, all of that. And then I just put a side table right here. I moved this desk away from here. I feel like this was a wasted piece over here. We just never used it like a desk. So looking down the hallway, when this desk isn't there and when this gate isn't here and it will just be something white, you can see like what that chair looks like with the lamp. And I really like the way that looks in comparison to it being near the window. So some asked, why did I insist on putting that by the window? I think it was more just about function at night so that I could use it in the chair that I was sitting in or next to the sofa, but I really do like that grouping. But then the coffee table this will be a really great place just for cards and, you know, all of the games that were being played. And then, of course, if we have coffee, hot chocolate, stuff like that over there. This is the plant that I had in that basket, and I ended up putting it right here. I think that this does a great job of kind of hiding the dog food bowls. However, I do want them to be visible enough to where it's something that I see every day. So, you know, I can see it from like the living room, and it's just not what you see when you enter through this door right here. Anyway, as you can see, it in real time being used. I just think that that makes for a nice little grouping right there. Today on Patreon, I'm sharing a newsletter based on the most precious present that we can give one another, which is beyond the material. And so if you are interested, I hope that you will go and read that. I've also released a couple of videos this past week that explain kind of why I haven't been on in the last week, and just some things that have been going on in my life. So if you are interested in hearing about that, I hope that you will join us over there. And I wish all of you a wonderful, beautiful, happy Thanksgiving.